So good morning to you, wherever you are listening right now. And it's time to hear from one of the organisations that we've been highlighting this week who've received funding from the Arts Council. And we're going to do it differently today because it's time to make some beautiful music together. No, seriously, that's what my next guests are all about. The People's Orchestra in West Brom. It started 10 years ago. They're one of the 97 organisations in the West Midlands who've benefited from this chunk of money from the Arts Council. It's a bit epic, isn't it? Get in. All right, I'm pleased to welcome Amy Marshall, Orchestra and Band Manager, and Bradley Wilson, Conductor of the Rusty Players Orchestra, who joined me in the studio. Morning, you lot.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for having us.
That was like something in a film.
Yeah, it's really epic, isn't it? It's great. It's lovely to do those recordings.
So tell us about the People's Orchestra. I'll go to you first, Amy, because you were I guess one of the founding members of this whole entire thing.
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't believe 10 years we're here now. So first member way back when, 2012, set this up with my wonderful mother, and we wanted to get away from the traditional kind of classical music that was being kind of covered a lot in orchestral music. So we wanted to bring a little bit different of an orchestra taste to music that was going on. So we now play film, TV, games, new compositions, light popular music, all sorts of things.
I can't believe you're saying 10 years ago, because I'm like, how old would you have been? Like 5 years old? This is crazy.
No, not quite.
So what type of roles then do you what do you do with this? Like, what's your roles in this?
So we have lots of different roles. We have the orchestras and the Rusty Players Orchestras and the choirs. We are run by a small set of staff and work placements and volunteers that do tireless work to keep us moving and have done so for all these 10 years, and we're really grateful to their support.
Bradley, tell us about the Rusty Players. What's the Rusty Players?
So the idea of the Rusty Players Orchestra is that if you're maybe someone who learnt an instrument at school and then sort of put it down and then did your life and then decided you want to pick up the instrument again, or maybe if you've just started playing a new instrument.
So you're Rusty, not the instrument.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that makes
sense.
sense.
We don't just give them falling apart instruments and see what it sounds like. No, the players are rusty, but I've been with them for a year and a half now, and they're definitely not that rusty anymore. I think we're going to have to change our name at some point because they've all grew in confidence so much since a year and a half ago.
I love that. I think I would be one of the Rusty Players then, because I did a bit of piano at school, and I don't know, what can I even play? Mary Had a Little Lamb? I don't remember. And I played the violin, but I didn't get to grade 2. I gave up, but I did like it.
You enjoyed it?
It was all right. It was fun. Being in the orchestra was the best thing ever. Just seeing what was I, second strings? And it's coming back to me, Amy. Oh my, I haven't said that in ages. I think I was second strings and the best people were the first strings or something like that. And they were the best ones. So watching them was incredible. So how often do you even practice then, Bradley? Because that was what was my
we
letdown.
meet every Monday evening. So we had a rehearsal last night. We meet every Monday evening in a bowling alley of a pub. And since we've moved to this pub, everybody loves it because everyone goes out for a drink afterwards. So
how big is this pub?
The pub's actually huge. It's absolutely massive with its own venue on the side.
Yeah.
But it means that everyone has a good laugh now because everyone can go out for a drink after rehearsal.
After rehearsals, not before.
No, definitely not before. They've tried, but
you received £200,000.
Yes.
This is a lot of money. How is this going to help you?
It's going to have such a big impact. We're going to be able to keep our orchestras, our Rusty Players Orchestra, as Bradley's mentioned, and all of our choirs. We have a massive choir network from choirs in Shrewsbury, Cheltenham, Brackley, Birmingham. It'll keep them going, which is amazing. With our we can begin to expand our small staff because everybody works, as I mentioned, really tirelessly. And with some new surprises along the way. There are new things in the pipe that we're looking forward to sharing further down the line.
I mean, you can share now if you want a bit of exclusives, Amy.
Oh, I'm not sure if I can.
You can. It's just me and you.
Well, we have some new exciting orchestras coming in soon, with slightly different angles, I think.
Okay.
I think Bradley can tell you a little bit about it.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
you've thrown
so
Bradley into this.
I have a bit.
we're planning on setting up a new orchestra that's like for the global majority. So like sort of like a semi-pro orchestra that's like for people from like ethnic minorities, and it's going to be like a network of. It's going to be like an actual orchestra, and then networks of hubs around it that are going to go into like areas of like high deprivation.
Wow.
And like set up music workshops, and then every sort of a few times a year, all the hubs and the orchestra will come together and do like a big concert, like showcasing all the music they've done.
That's incredible. I've never even heard of that in my entire life. And do you know how needed that is in so many of these different communities? That's really beautiful what you're doing with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you shared that. Thank you so much. So I'm guessing, with that in the future and with this now, you're looking for people to join maybe? So how do they do that?
Absolutely. The place is more than open for the orchestras and the choirs. Come and join in. You're all welcome. We welcome all instruments. There's no limit. So if you play the accordion, you play the saxophone, you are welcome to join our orchestra. You can find us, the People's Orchestra, online at thepeoplesorchestra.com, and you can register your interest and come along to a rehearsal and see if you like it.
Yeah, love that. Absolutely do. Thank you all so much for joining me in the studio. You got to come back when this thing launches, when you're going to get this thing moving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Next
We'll
time,
back.
bring in some instruments and that, and we'll see what.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, maybe not the violin. It might hurt Lou's ears.
Okay.
It's a bit screechy, a little bit screechy. You know what I'm saying? Right, we're going to have my track of the week.